fun.
All right. Whatever blows your hair back, man.
You keep cutting your hair, eh?
Yeah, dude, I got to do something, man. I just got tired of it. Dude, in Florida it gets so hot, man. If I don't get a haircut every couple of weeks, I'm just like dying, you know? And, and I don't sit in front of the monitor when I trade. So I'm outside.
On your
So
phone?
yeah, I trade by phone, man.
But you don't have, do you have level 2?
Yeah, that's all I need.
So you have level 2 on your phone and you just sit outside and trade.
That's it.
Unreal.
Under trade.
Eric, can you go on the road, babe? Sorry. That's insane. So Wolf of Weed Street, one of the most famous traders in Twitter history, just chills in his backyard trading on a cell phone.
I mean, really, if you think about it, it's, trading in its simplest form, right? I want to buy something, I move my thumb. I want to sell something, I move my thumb. The only thing that I need to look at, especially because I'm trading options, I just have to have a good recall of supports and resistance. And then, I'll check the MACD and the RSI and the VWAP. That's it. And I can do that from my E-Trade app. But really, I'm just watching the tape throughout the course of the day. Everybody always asks, they're like, "Oh, can I see your rig?" And I'm like, "No, I can't show it to you because I'm on the phone." So.
See, yeah, it's hilarious to me because when I'm having fun with this handle laptop bulls, but you're not on a laptop. So, because one of my buddies was like, "No, you should call it like wired bulls or Wi-Fi bulls or something," because he's like, you'd be surprised the amount of people on their phones. And I'm like, no, people got at least the regular Joe's got to be on their laptops at least, but no.
I don't like trading from a laptop. My E-Trade app was getting all screwy the other day and I had to go on the computer and it was just alien to me. I hated it. I hated it.
What's the best platform for people to sign up to, do you think, to start trading?
I probably say I really like E-Trade. A lot of people like Schwab. It really doesn't matter. You just don't want to be on Robinhood. That's the worst thing.
Why? So why? Well, I don't know much about Robinhood, but why?
So Robinhood's whole claim to fame was you don't have to pay commissions, right? But when shit was going down in the market, Robinhood was crashing. Could you imagine being short something and not being able to sell? And if it's getting crushed and then all of a sudden it bounces the next day, I mean, that was Robinhood the day that it crashed, which was mid-March. Absolute worst time. I had a friend that was in some coronavirus stock and it just ran, he couldn't sell, and then it just dropped.
A lot of people went through that in the cannabis days when the apps were kind of new, like a lot of the bank apps in Canada anyway. And any of the bank apps, they crash often. And as you know, you were the master of it, but the swings, and whether it was Canopy Growth or Aurora, Afri in the day, sometimes they'd go down 20 and you couldn't, your exact same thing, they couldn't get on. And it lost people a lot of fucking money. What is it? Do you know what the accountability, is there any accountability on any of these apps? It doesn't matter.
I mean, when they make you sign that terms of services, they got you there.
It's crazy.
I think Robinhood was giving people $20.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thanks. I just lost 50 grand.
Hey, do you mind if I ask what the most you would have ever lost in one trade?
Sure, I don't mind. Oh, you want to know right now?
I'm asking.
I'll tell you the two stupidest trades that I've ever made. All right. And they were both options. So I was trading US Steel, which the symbol is X. I still trade it. And I was getting a little high on my own Kool-Aid. And I picked up a pattern, and the pattern was working. It didn't put 2 consecutive red days in a row. The day that it went 2 consecutive red days, I'm gonna load up. I bought 5,000 call options. And it was all right before Trump was going to Asia. He was meeting with Kim Jong-un. and then he had to meet with President Xi, and they were going to talk about like the trade war and tariffs and all this stuff. And steel was on the docket. Trump has a panic attack and leaves. All of a sudden, steel gaps down. I ended up losing in the next 2 weeks like 250 grand.
Oh.
That was just that. But that's not my worst one. My favorite one, and this is like a cautionary tale.
How can it be favorite? How can it be a favorite, Art?
Because you know what, Todd? Honestly, like I put 10 grand into the market in 2013.
Yeah.
And I've been living off of it ever since. So everything's gravy.
Yeah.
Your house is beautiful, by the way. I love it.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I love the woods, man. I really wanted the woods look. My wife wanted to be in a gated community. So paid for with pot stocks. You know? This
is my cottage. Paid for in pot stocks, by the way. And then we live in the city, but the city, Toronto's crazy. So we're just, we're up here.
So yeah, I mean, look, you're going to have losses. I mean, I've had crazy wins too, like just.
Oh wait, what was your favorite? What was the favorite loss? Sorry.
Oh, favorite loss was, it was the first day that Jerome Powell was speaking, and this was 2018, right after everything was just kind of going down after like that October 22nd, where the market just kind of crashed off the highs. It was also the first week after Canada went legal. So anyway, I'm playing Jerome Powell talking, and I'm in SPY options, and I'm like, all right, first move is the wrong move. So I buy call options, and all of a sudden I'm like, and I buy a lot of call options because I just sold all my pot stocks. So I've got like $2 million sitting in my account, and
just 2 million.
So I buy call, So I buy call options, and all of a sudden I go down 10 grand, and I was like, oh shit! All right, I'm gonna put just this massive bid, all right? And as soon as I get filled, I'm gonna quickly turn it and sell, like if it starts going the wrong way. I'm gonna put it lower, so if I get hit, so I'm like prepared.
You do stop losses?
No, what's a stop loss? So I use mental stops. So anyway, like if I'm trading options, my stop loss is like 50%.
Oh yeah.
So all of a sudden I'm, down 10 grand. All of a sudden, like I put the order in, I'm watching. All of a sudden, all right, I'm down 9, 8, 7, 6. All of a sudden I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, even. And I was like, yes. I was like, go, go, go. All of a sudden I'm like green 10. So 20 grand swing in like that. And I was just like, fuck, I'm out 10 grand. Like, I was like watching. I was like, I'd say I slammed my laptop shut, but I trade on my phone, but it was like that. I was like, so I was like, all right, I'm done for the day. 10 grand, call my wife, like I did some yard work. I put down mulch because I have an HOA, and they're like, you've got to put down your mulch. And I was like, all right. I was like,
what's HOA? What's HOA?
Homeowners Association.
Oh, okay.
So like where I live, like they make sure that you keep your house beautiful, or they fine you. So anyway,
rest of the country's fucking lining up for food. Yeah. Put down mulch or you're out.
Yeah, right. So I go and do like all of these chores. I call my wife. I'm like, took care of all that HOA shit. She's like, oh, you're not trading? And I'm like, no, I'm done for the day. I'm like, I fucking killed it. I'm like, I killed it. I'm like, I got in, got out. I made like quick 10 grand. So jumped in the pool because I was all dirty. Get out, grab my phone. I was like, I wonder what the market's doing. So I grab it, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, the SPY is getting crushed. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm going to buy some call options. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll trade some options, see what's going on. Open my account, and I forgot to pull my bid.
Oh, fuck.
I lost 90 grand in a day.
And you thought it was the opposite?
Well, I mean,
I thought I went from like
oh shit, because I don't like losing any kind of money, to like, all right, to, oh fuck. And that one stung. Like US Steel, like losing 250K didn't bother me. It's crazy, but it did not bother me at all because I pulled like 330 the month before trading the exact same thing. And
So you're playing with free money,
after
as weird as it sounds.
yeah, it's free money. And, you're going to have days like that when you're trading options. But, after that, after those two, and I like, all right, well, really after US Steel, I was just like, I need to have a separate options account and I can't keep this much money in because I just don't respect it, and it, with like a pot stock, a lot of people, they would revenge trade it in late 2000, in like, from like March 2019, like, okay, it's going back up. I'm just going to load up, catch the next pop, and they, never recovered. You can't do that with options. I mean, I've done it, but you get smoked.
For all these new traders, and to be honest, like I'm still a rookie trader compared to some of the real big guys like yourself on Twitter, and I'm doing a million other things. So part of the reason why I'm not so sort of full into it, but so many people ask about options. Do you like tell people don't like it until you really know what you're doing? Don't even bother because it can go too quick.
You know why everybody's asking about options, right?
No.
Because I started trading options,
yeah,
and then I was like, fuck pot stocks. I was like, I'm just trading options, and nobody was trading options. I was like posting. I've been getting like tons and tons of questions about it ever since I really started. I would really tell people that before you trade option, one, you need to learn how to trade options. Okay, that's a must. But first, you need to learn how to trade. Options is a great equalizer if you're very disciplined and you don't have a lot of money in your account, because it lets you throw around weight like, you do have money in your account. Nobody's going to go out and buy, Amazon for $2,400 when their account is $2,400. Even if it makes $100 move, great, but it's just too slow.
Right, my baby's freaking out. Eric, can you just give me 5 minutes with the baby? That's all I need, literally. Thanks, babe. How old are yours again?
2 and 4.5.
Oh, so you get it.
Yeah, I'm through this part.
Yeah, you're through. Yeah.
Really enjoy it. So I'm going to give you some dad advice. You can cut this out.
No, I want this. Dad advice from Wolf of Wheat Street. This is great.
Yeah. So I bought a camcorder, and and I record stuff with my kid like all the time, each kid. And it's always talking to them in the future. So I'm always like talking like, hey, and I'm like, I'll show like, I'm like, oh, look at your grandfather, how alive he was, and we just mess around. And then I'd be like, hey, what do you want to say to future Sophie? Or, and it's great.
That's cool. I like that.
So yeah. And then now my son's like banging on my office door.
Okay, let's do this real quick then. I didn't want to take up too much of your time, and I've always been real grateful for our friendship and been following you forever. And even though we've had a couple of beefs, a couple of companies I like, you don't like, whatever. But going into this week, what's your number one? What's your number one pick?
Gun to my head, if I had to pick something like
yeah.
what I wanted to do, it's so tough, right? So obviously I'm looking at Amazon. I probably will end up doing Amazon calls. I'm a little afraid of this week. There's a really dicey week in the market because of all the earnings. You've got Apple. The numbers aren't going to be good. And we just saw with Intel beat and then dropped like 5%, like that.
I'm shorting the semiconductor market, so I want that to happen. I got that SOX ETF.
Oh, okay. So if gun to my head though, if I had to buy something and hold it for 6 months, All right, let's do that because it's safer instead of an option. I would buy, the symbol is SRS. So it's not sexy, but it's a inverse real estate ETF.
Interesting.
Okay, because I think housing is going to just get completely murdered.
So you think it's because, so you don't recommend REITs then or anything at this point for people?
I think some REITs, all right, it's half and half, right? I think that, yes, there's some REITs that I own. I mean, I own 2 REITs right now. I own Power REIT, which I gave to everybody on Twitter at like $7, and now it's like 13.
Okay.
And IPR, which was, I think, 50.
Good
I
dividends?
like those 2. I like REITs that are well capped.
Do they have good dividends too?
Power REIT, IIPR does. Power REIT, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter because I'm up like 50%. So, like, I don't give a shit.
So some REITs okay, but you think that that there's going to be a bit of a collapse?
Oh, I'm 100%. So not only am that, I'm looking for a spillover. So from real estate into mortgages into financials. So I've been looking, like, the 2 things that I've been trading and just trying to get myself as many free shares as possible has been SRS and DRV. DRV is a 3x bear, like, that's like, think of like TVIX at 44 when all this went down, and it goes from 44 to 1,000. Like, that's the one when housing collapse. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
What do they take? Like, if you hold it like a stock, I know these types of, directions types of, ETFs and stuff, but what's the percentage they take at the end of every day? I don't understand that, to be honest.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I trade the channel and I'm staying active. I'm not doing what everybody in pot stocks did, which was I'm going to buy and hold for 5 years, which is the fucking dumbest thing I've ever seen people do. So I'll stay active. So right now,
Sorry to interrupt. You've been amazing. Your whole time you've been doing this, you've been so amazing at reminding people to take profit, to remember where it started and where it's at. And even though there might be room for growth, I actually always really respected that of what you do there.
People, they like to give me a lot of shit about pot stocks right now. And it's really like water off a duck's back because I'm consistent, right? Every March I say, get out, for the
March.
years. And then I get back in the summer. Over this summer that we just had, I was like, I don't think it's coming back up. I go, I'm going to wait. I'd rather wait and pay a little bit more and chase because I got out in March, than try and catch a falling knife and pick a bottom. It's not time for pot stocks right now. If I had to short a pot stock right now, I would short Tilray probably Tuesday, like midday. All right. Because there's going to be FOMO tomorrow. Nobody understands the move that happened on Friday between Canopy, CGC, and Kronos, right? It just went straight up. Now, we've seen that before, and it ended up being an ETF rebalancing. But everybody just got suckered into it, and they thought, oh, the bottom's in. The bottom is not fucking in. It's not going to be in until September, October. So think about that. And the only thing that's going to pull everything up is after companies like Trulieve and Curaleaf get rid of the bulk of their unrestricted stock, and then people can ride their dick like everybody rode Canopies back in 18. I mean, you remember in 2017, you were like asking me about you're like, what should I do about Canopy? And I'm like, dude, it's the summer. It's going to pop. I go, this is the time you buy, look, most people haven't gone through a bear market in pot stocks. I have, because I started in 2013. We had one in 2014. It took till September of 2016 for everything to just move the other way. So, bear with me. When I get back in, then get back in. Don't trust me.
What's funny for me, and last point here, Wolf of Weed Street, Jason, um, the weed market, the pot stock market has almost made it tolerable what's going on in the S&P, the Dow. If these swings that you see, my dad might not be able to deal with it because he's never seen anything like it. But for the younger generation, it's kind of funny how it's like, Viacom's down 8% today. Yeah, maybe it's up 11% tomorrow. Like it's just,
Yeah.
it's because we've been used to that in the pot stock world.
Yeah. I mean, it's a complete fiat market. My feeling is, and I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or a nut, but then again, I don't care because I've been tracking like Corona since January 7th. And I was like, as soon as it hits an Apple factory, we're fucked. I think that what they're doing right now, especially after that $2.3 trillion that the Fed is injecting into and buying junk bonds, is basically them saying, okay, we're going to try and get as many of you fucking rich people out because there's only so much intervention that we can do. And Kudlow basically said that this weekend. Not that they were, basically propping up the market to get everybody out. But, if you look in January, the Fed, while we're at all-time highs, was still doing repo. Why? Why do you have to support the market? Why do you have to lower interest rates? So I think that we're in a really precarious situation, with like the Canadian.
Just to be clear, you think this is an artificial climb up to get people close to where?
100%. 100%. Well, think about
it
this.
Get everyone out, and then you're just going to see this free fall come back down.
Yeah,
which mirrors the depression, 27 ish. Yeah,
and 2008 actually.
Oh, interesting. Like this little.
And now, corporate debt, credit card debt, student loan debt is all like off the charts compared to 2008. But you just look at it this way. Is the economy doing better than it was in August of 2019?
To be honest, it's heartbreaking what's going on. Like forget about markets. It's really tragic, actually.
Yeah, like I live in a really nice area, thank God, and there's a nursery by me, and they're doing like food pickups, and the line is like crazy. Yeah. It's nuts. And we're like complaining, oh, we got to stay inside our fortresses of solitude with I'm like complaining because my kids are, stealing all this candy because I'm hoarding. But, I feel really bad for people. I mean, thank God I haven't had to lay off because I have a lot of people that work for me. Haven't laid off anybody, pay my cleaning lady, even though she doesn't clean anymore. I'm just like, just stay home. And it sucks that we're all home, but if we come out too soon, we're going to have to do this shit all the fuck over again. Yeah. And we're going to be 10 times more fucked.
I think ultimately we're going to have to anyway. Well, listen, Jay, I always appreciate your time. I know you're doing a million things, even a podcast later, and I'll upload this whole video on YouTube, and I'm going to try and chop it down for this new little thing I'm trying to get going and growing and stuff just for fun because I'm kind of bored, to be honest. But you're the man, and you have a huge following. People respect you and people chirp you, but you're always honest. You call it for what it is, and you shaved your head even when you were wrong, so it's good for you.
Hey, and hey, if I don't like one of your stocks, and this is for everybody, and I start chirping your stocks, just send me a message and be like, hey, Wolf, can you not talk shit about that stock? I've got a lot of money in it. Yeah. And then I'll be like, no problem. All right.
And listen, everybody picks winners and losers, and at the end of the day, we can differ for it. And some companies might not seem like they are. And then sometimes they end up being what they are actually. So it's, you never know.
I don't want to hurt anybody though,
Thanks, buddy. Wolf of Weed Street, wolfofweedstreet.com, right?
No, I don't marijuanastocks.com. It's at Wolf of Weed Street on Twitter. And True Trading Group is my service where you can trade with me.
Oh, that's great. Okay. What's that called again?
It's True Trading Group.
Okay. True Trading Group. Good. Okay. Making people money.
Every day. All right, man.
Hey, you're a good family guy. Thanks for the time. I really appreciate it.
Later, Todd. Catch you on the flip and flop.
Thanks.